Param Shanti. This is the English translation video of Bapuji's Hindi video Why I Left BK Part 1. Anand Bhai says, Param Shanti. Today we are going to ask Bapuji why he left BK, Brahma Kumaris. What was his life journey like in Brahma Kumaris? Why did he leave BK? And why did he leave other organizations he joined after that? Millions of people go to BK and millions leave it too. And finally, why was the Vishwa Parivartak Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya established 25 to 26 years ago? Bapuji says, Param Shanti. I joined Brahma Kumaris in 1987. I was given a 7-day course there. The first question was, who am I? At that time, I hadn't studied scriptures. In 1987, I was 31 years old. I followed the path of devotion, went to temples, performed rituals, recited Sanskrit shlokas, chanted Hanuman Chalisa and Vishnu Sahasranam. Every morning, I light a lamp, diya. I used to do a lot of devotion, both in the temple and at home. But when they introduced me to the soul there, explaining who I am a soul, I really liked it because no one in the world had said this, not even in the path of devotion, that I am a soul. In BK, they introduced the soul by saying that the soul is the motor that runs the body. The first day's lesson, who am I a soul, resonated very well with me. Then the second lesson was about the Supreme Soul, Paramatma, that God Shiva is incorporeal and runs the universe, Brahmand. They showed a complete diagram of the Brahmand, a solar system. In the Brahmand, in Paramdham, there are incorporeal souls. Then they showed the subtle region in the middle, and then the gross region, gross realm below. The picture of all three worlds of the Brahmand was in their book. So I read that God Shiva is incorporeal and remembering him brings power to the soul. Then the third was the world drama, Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, Kalyug, a 5,000-year world drama. At that time, we hadn't read the scriptures, so we didn't have knowledge of them. Whatever they said, we accepted. They explained that Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug and Kalyug are each 1250 years long, forming a complete 5,000-year world drama that repeats exactly, and that all scriptures are false. This wasn't told in the first 2 days. In the first 2 days, they explained the concept of the soul and the Supreme Soul, Paramatma, which I found very good. I saw a wonderful picture of the Brahman and the incorporeal Paramdham. In the subtle world, Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar are seated, and in the gross world, there is human creation. They even depicted a bottle placed above the earth, signifying that all human creation lives on oxygen, and no one on earth introduces the soul or the self. So I really liked the introduction to the self and the concept of the soul. I also liked that God is incorporeal. We already worshipped Shiva and had been going to Shiva temples since childhood. Then they further explained the 4 ages or era. In Satyuga, they said Krishna would be king when he grew up. He would become Lakshmi Narayan. There would be 8 regions of Lakshmi Narayan in Satyuga with 8 Radha Krishnas, each ruling for 150 years. Then Ram Rajya would come with 12 Ramas and 12 Sitas in Treta Yuga. After that, in Dwapar Yuga, different religions would rule. On the 4th day, they showed a picture of the tree which they call the Kalpa Vriksha. In it, they showed the Brahma Kumaris at the roots, and above that, the trunk. On the trunk came Dwapar Yuga, where like leaves all around, many religions emerged. Buddhism came, then Islam, and within Islam, they said Jews came, Jesus Christ, then Christians, then Muhammad, then Jains. Slowly, their monasteries, sects, and communities grew and grew. At that time, when I was going to BK, the world population was 5.5 billion. These people say that at the beginning of the earth, there were 9 lakh, and they claim the whole world will be destroyed and only 9 lakh will remain. Then, in the 5th picture, they showed the entire world being consumed by fire, a third world war happening, atomic bombs exploding, natural calamities occurring, and only 9 lakh would survive. They said these 9 lakh would go to Mount Abu and be saved there. We accepted what they said and took their knowledge. I was a lawyer, an income tax lawyer, so I had a strong capacity for understanding. Then I started going to Mount Abu repeatedly, seeing everyone there. They gave me a most VVIP status. They showed me a lot of affection. Even Dadi Prakash Mani would personally call me to her room and talk to me very nicely. My status there was most VVIP because I donated a lot in the name of Shiv Baba. Since I was an income tax lawyer, there was no shortage of wealth at that time. Every morning, I would wake up at 3 a.m. and put in great efforts to realize my true self as a soul, meaning in meditation, seeing myself as a soul, striving to be soul conscious. I used to wake up every morning at 3 a.m. and do yoga. I wanted to recognize myself. Here, Bapuji means he wanted to recognize who he truly was, that he is not the body but the soul within the body and where he came from. For this, he meditated a lot. There was a small yoga room at a center called Nirnay Nagar. From 8 am to 8 pm, I would only drink water, having only tea in the morning. The rest of the day, just water, because if you don't eat, you stay light and yoga feels better. In fact, I wouldn't even eat dinner the following evening to keep my body light. Just like fasting in the path of devotion, I enjoyed fasting and eating less. So in yoga, I would become so soul conscious that my entire body would feel light, meaning the light of the soul. As Bapuji became soul conscious, the light of the soul would awaken and his whole body would become luminous. Later, when the Ramayana show came on, they told us not to watch it. They said Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana, which first arrived in 1987, was false and we shouldn't watch it. Despite their disallowance, I still watched it. I frequently visited Mount Abu with my family and we all enjoyed listening to the Brahma Kumari's knowledge. Then a question gradually arose in my mind. We used to sit in front of the picture of the Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar. It slowly occurred to me that in the Trimurti picture, Dada Lekhraj was shown as Brahma, which made me wonder where are Vishnu and Shankar. As I became more soul conscious, my mind started working very fast. I was known by all the highly knowledgeable people there, so I asked everyone, this is a picture of the Trimurti. Dada Lekhraj has been identified as Brahma, but where are Vishnu and Shankar? I asked everyone about this and they said that the Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar, is one and the same chariot playing all three parts. Their meaning was that Brahma himself plays the roles of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Brahma is the soul of Krishna and this Brahma will become Vishnu, becoming the first prince of Satyug. Narayan, he will play the part of Vishnu by becoming Narayan and he will nurture the 9 lakh souls. Radha was also said to become Lakshmi. They stated that the entire world would be destroyed and only 9 lakh would remain. This prince would be the first prince of Satyug on earth and there would only be 9 lakh people. Dada Lekhraj would first become Krishna. Then according to the numbers, 8 more would follow. Among the followers, those who played the best part would become the Ashtaratans, 8 jewels, and would also become Krishna. Later, descending from 16 to 14 kalas, degree of purity, there would be 12 Ramas and 12 Sitas in Treta Yuga. In Dwapar, there would be 21 births, and in Kali Yuga, 43, making a total of 84 births. According to them, souls come from Paramdham above and play their part in the 4 yugas, totaling 84 births.
बेहद की परम शांति सोचो बोलो परम शांति.
Join us daily for live meditation, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on YouTube Live. Subscribe now. Website www.paramshanti.org. Email us anant@paramshanti.org. Like, share, subscribe. Join today.